the Lone Star State. Philadelphia's in town to take on Dallas. The Cowboys look to make it 6 wins in the last 8 against the Eagles. It's NFC East football, and it's next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is Tony Pollard. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out right at the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Michael Gallup is the unsung member of the Cowboys receiving corps, but he's made some big catches during his time in Dallas. Now in his 4th season, he makes another one there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. But here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his 2nd season now out of Oklahoma.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the handoff, Lynch. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
They just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
They're just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Lynch. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
By anyone's measure, CeeDee Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year.
And he'll go down at the 28. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 20 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. But Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy in the perimeter, he makes you go.
From the 27, Hurts. And this one's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage to it's 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. And how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true.
Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. There the Eagles are back within a score.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 13, Eagles 7.
So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings us 2nd and 3.
10th carry now for Elliott. Trucks over him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, you don't become a two-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll give to Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dot. Always a fan of the dot. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that one will be accepted.
Still 2nd down.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down now. It's Lynch, and he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This is Smith with a grab. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Lynch. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Now Pollard. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Well, the veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this one complete to Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. On 1st down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And a screen unsuccessfully dropped it. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a 1st down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw again. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety. Of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Come on now.
Jalen Hurts.
14 yards.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Eagles 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now Pollard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
102 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
That's Gallup on the slant. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waiting moments of quarter number 2. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. where it was the visiting Colts who were able to pick up the road victory. Carson Wentz leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Teddy Bridgewater, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Tyrod Taylor, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if they continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, as trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. Prescott on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the side.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
After review of play, ruling on the field is reversed.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. Prescott off play action. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Caught by the tight end, Hurts. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Lynch. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the draw, here's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Now Pollard. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack.
And as we all remember, 2020, not the greatest of years for the Eagles as a whole, but you certainly can't pin it on their pass rush. They were absolutely terrific throughout the season. 49 sacks as a unit, the third highest total in the NFL, much of it generated by their front four.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That catch good for only a couple. Here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
2nd and 8 coming up. Hurts. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now Prescott. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 49, guys. Mike.
Draw play, Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Prescott to throw it. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Prescott. Out to the right here to Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Ward. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Hurts has it left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, completes this to Ward. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And, oh, my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Pollard. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. They'll go option to the short side. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Prescott now. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Elliott again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 15. 1:45 to play. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's got Rager. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left. And this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.